Hi everyone, welcome to Camposter with Diya Shehzati. I welcome to all of you in my channel and thank you for making my videos so special by your viewing. So let's move towards our lecture. Today we are know what are the polar bond and what is the non-polar covalent bond. We know the covalent bond. In the last lecture we also know what is the coordinate covalent bond. Today we are learning about the polar and the non-polar bonding, how they are different from each other. So making sense by their definitions, the polar bond and the non-polar bond. The polar bond is created by the atoms are the molecules that has the electronegativity difference between each other. We know that every element of the periodic table has its electronegativity value that was given to by its special properties of the elements. So the delta sign, that is the partial positive or the partial negative charges that comes on an atom due to its difference in the electronegativity of the unpaired share of the electrons that are bonded to each other. So making sense for this, the more easier way, that is the, let's suppose we are making the bond between the different atoms that are not similar to each other. When they come to contract each other, there will be develop a bond that will call the coordinate covalent bond or the covalent bond. That will how we will differentiate from the covalent, polar and the non-polar covalent bond. The polar will be the bond where the elements are not similar to each other and there will be the some difference of the electronegativity between them. So the examples of these polar bonds are the water molecule, hydrofluoric acid जो होते हैं हमारे पास वो होगा, and the hydrochloric acid, that is the HCl. We know that the hydrogen atom has the 2.2 electronegativity and the chlorine has the 3.2 electronegativity. So this will be make the sense of the electronegativity difference basically equal towards the 1. So this will make it special in the case of the polar bonding. And how the non-polar bonding will be created are dominating to each other, that is the how the non-polar bond, that is a bond that simply we can say when the similar atom will join to each other with the bonding, that is the covalent bonding, this will make them non-polar bonding. So there will be the no difference of the electronegativity between them, so this will be the non-polar bond. The atom of the bonded atom, that is also called the pure covalent bond because there is a no difference in the electronegativity value. So its example is the hydrogen atom. When the two hydrogen atoms are combining to each other, that will make the hydrogen gas, and as well as when the chlorine atoms will contract or the meet each other, they will make the chlorine gas. So how the examples will differentiate the whole process. So move towards the next slide. Here is a polar covalent bond, how the polar covalent bond will be formed, or the non-polar covalent bond will be formed, and the ionic bonding. We know in the ionic bonding what will happen, that here is a proper transfer of the electron from one atom to another atom, that will be called the ionic bonding. And the non-polar bonding is where formed, that where this is formed towards the atom that have the no electronegativity difference. The unique property that is in the covalent case, that is a polar covalent bond, how they are differently and how they will share their electronegativity towards the bonding of the atoms. If the two atoms are the combining to each other, let's suppose the HCl is making and the hydrogen makes sense, the hydrogen has the partial positive charge and the chlorine has the partial negative charge. This will make the electronegativity difference between the hydrogen and the chlorine. So this will make the polar covalent bond. Okay, make this more easier way in the case of the non-polar and the pure polar bonding. We know that the chlorine has the 7 electron in the valence shell of their atom. So the chlorine will attach toward the second chlorine, that is the dot cast formula, and there will be make a single covalent bond, that is called the covalent bond. But how we will make this more easier sense, that is the how this is the polar covalent bond or the non-polar covalent bond, because there is a no difference of the electronegativity behind the chlorine. All they has a 3.2 electronegativities with the equal electronegativity value, so there will be the no partial positive charge or the partial negative charge on the chlorine gas. So this is the clear from my side and also your side done. How the polar covalent bond formed. When the polar covalent bond is formed, there will be an obvious difference between the electronegativity values of the donor and the acceptor atom. How the acceptor atom has the chlorine is a deficiency of the one electron to complete its octet. We know this, and the hydrogen is trying to be complete its duplicate, so this will make the bond between the hydrogen and the chlorine. This will be cause the partial positive charge on the hydrogen atom and partial negative charge on the chlorine atom. So this will be polar covalent bond, and ionic bond is formed by the total transfer of the electron into the one atom from to other. So I think my videos are making the sense to you all people. So like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Take care of yourself and others. Bye bye.